Hey again all, and welcome back to the channel. I want to apologize for my absence in the last month. I've just had a lot going on, but on the plus side, I'm finally getting back to uploads again, and we're going to start things off by taking a look at some more diecast. Today it's going to be this 2017 Ram 3500 dually by Greenlight, and this is actually part of their Fire and Rescue series, Series 1 to be exact. So let's go ahead and get into this review then. As always, we'll start with the box, and you can see how the truck's presented. Like I mentioned, this is part of Greenlight's Fire and Rescue Series 1, and this truck here is basically a rescue for the Los Angeles County Fire Department. But if we go around to the back of the box, you can see what else is available in this series. I do have the 1986 Chevy C20, and I also have the 2020 Ford Police Interceptor, but it's not in my collection. I'll show those a little bit later here. There's all that information if anyone wants to read it, and I don't really think there's anything else I need to say on this, so we'll go ahead and get this open. Alright, here is the truck on the turntable, and as I've seen in the past with other Greenlight replicas, this one also suffers from some quality control issues, but we'll get to that here in a little bit. First thing I want to talk about is the overall look of this truck and the details and such. Definitely has a nice finish to it with the paint and all. I do like the Los Angeles County Fire Department graphics on the side here. We've also got stripes on the back as well as paramedic. And I also like this little detail in the bed there. I don't know if you can see that or not. But it's also nice. Other bits are painted like door handles, latches. I'm really liking the diamond plate on top of the utility bed here. And we also got, headlights, cab lights. These, they're in the casting, but they're basically just painted. Really liking the detail with the side view mirrors. And also we got the running boards on here as well. I think the wheels look pretty nice. This does have rubber tires, and we've also got a ball hitch on the back. If you wanted to hitch one of the Greenlight trailers to this, you could. And we've also got diamond plating in the bed as well. There's a lot of nice things with this, detail-wise and what have you. But like I said, there is some quality control issues. One thing I noticed right away is there's like some residue or something on the front of this. You can see the windshield's like all fogged up, but it's also on the hood. Also, the wheels haven't really been put on right because one's kind of crooked on the front. This other one sticks out past the bed here, and it doesn't look right. And another something that I noticed with this truck, and this is right when I got it out of the package, it honestly has quite an odor to it. You definitely smell something coming off of this. Yeah, so considering the issues this has, at least in regards to this residue that seems to be on it, I'm going to try to clean that off here before I go any further with this. I'll take this off the turntable and try to give you a better look at what I'm talking about. But if you look, you can see there is some kind of residue on top of the truck here. And I don't know if that's from packaging or manufacturing, but it's there, and yeah, I'm hoping that'll come off. At least try to get that windshield not to look as fogged up. But also, like I said, the wheels don't seem to have been put on right, and you can just see that one is really bad. And even the back ones are suffering a little bit as well. And like I mentioned before, you look and they just stick out past the utility bed. That just doesn't look right. And it's definitely not the poorest of quality I've got from Greenlight, but if you're going to be paying good money for something like this, you expect it to be flawless personally. Considering that I bought this at a show and I inspected it when it was in the packaging, there was more than just this one there. I thought I had something good and I wasn't expecting any problems, but yeah, there's a couple with this. Unfortunately, despite my efforts cleaning the windshield, as you can see, the issues are still present, and upon closer inspection, I also noticed these little specks of red paint, which those are on the inside, and I'd have to take this apart to clean that up, which, being this is held together with rivets, that's not happening. I did fix the front wheel, but unfortunately there's just some issues with this truck that I'm not going to be able to resolve. But I thought we'd do a little comparison of the other two vehicles I have from this series. And the first one is this 86 C20. This is for the Lawrenceburg Company No. 3 Fire Department. And I quite like the look of this just because it's an older square body truck. And you can see it's got a nice bar on the front of it. Really like the first attack unit there. And especially the attention to detail with the bed of this truck. That's probably got to be my favorite part about this. The only issue this had was some sloppy paint on the rim there. But overall, you know, it's pretty good. And then this here is the 2020 Police Interceptor Utility, which this was for the Chicago Fire Department. And, you know, I like this, but it's not as flashy as some of the other stuff. The reason I have this in the box is because I got it for a project, but I didn't do anything with it, so it just stayed in the box. And I really don't want to pull it out because I have plans to either sell this or use it for trade material. But, you know, I think this 2017 Ram Dually, I think it looks really great, especially with this series. But it's probably, I'd have to say, probably my second favorite behind the 86 C20. Another comparison I wanted to do was this 2017 Dodge Rescue up next to this 1973 Dodge Rescue, which these are both LA County, this one being Squad 51 from the TV show Emergency. And this is made by the company Code 3 Collectibles, which they're not in business anymore. But this truck is really nicely detailed. It's got all these little pieces added to it, plus it's got features such as opening doors and working steering. And it's just a really nice looking truck. And I've also got both of the engines that were made as well. But, you know, this was part of why I wanted to get my hands on the 2017 Dodge. When I saw it was LA County, I've got other LA County fire and rescue vehicles in my 1/64 scale collection, so I just had to have this one as well. And something I do notice here, looking at Squad 51, is I think it'd be cool to get some little accessory pieces to detail out the back of this 2017 Dodge Rescue, because it looks a little bland at the moment. But yeah, again, I'm just really happy to have this truck to go along with the other LA County pieces that I have. Something I thought would be fun is I put the Rescue on my set here that I'm currently working on with this fire station. Of course, the station's a lot more vintage than this truck. And of interest, this truck's actually the newest piece of fire apparatus that I've got in my collection. I think the second newest would possibly be late 80s, early 90s. I don't have a lot of like modern day fire trucks in my collection. But regardless, you know, I think this looks really great on this set, even if the station is a bit outdated for it. So, what are my final thoughts on this Los Angeles County rescue truck? Well, I think, personally, despite the few issues it has, which I've honestly come to expect when buying Greenlight collectibles, I think it was still worth getting. I like the details on it, I like the overall look of it, and again, just the fact that it's another Los Angeles County Fire and Rescue vehicle is worth having it in my collection. And I got this truck back in April at the same show where I purchased the Fall Guy truck that I looked at a few videos back. I paid $7 for this, which I think vehicles like this from Greenlight tend to hover around $10 a piece, so $7's probably not too bad. And I mean, if you look around, you could probably pick them up even cheaper than that, because I think these have actually been out for a couple years now. But again, it's great to have this in my 1/64 scale collection and or my Los Angeles County Fire and Rescue collection. But that's going to be it for this review. You guys can feel free to let me know your thoughts on this truck in the comments down below. Also, feel free to check out my other pages, links in the description. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later.